welcome you to another episode of Family and Society Talk Show on Pure Heart Family Channel. My name is Elizabeth Samsedi. Thanks for being there. Our topic of discussion today evolves around the just celebrated International Day of the Girl Child. Like you know, the Day of the Girl Child was celebrated on the 11th of October 2022, and it's usually celebrated to advocate for more education, for the girl child education, and to stop the limitation, the bias, and the inequality that the girl child faces in the society. That's why we are discussing today. Women and leadership. I have a gentleman and a lady with me in the studio to trash this topic out today. And first, my left, okay, because they say ladies first, is Miss Lois Ose Adams. Lois is the founder of Udugose Foundation and the lead author of Stars and Styles Communication. Lois, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Then on my right is Reverend Canon Smart Sunday Simon. He is a broadcast journalist and the chaplain of the NTA Chapel of Resurrection at the NTA Area 11 headquarters, Gariki, Abuja. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Good. So we are discussing women and leadership. When you hear women in leadership, as a man, today, since we are women, I will do men first. What comes to your mind? Because when we say women in leadership, a lot of men read different meanings to it. To you, when you hear women in leadership, what comes to your mind?
All right, thank you so much. First of all, I want to look at leadership and thereafter attach women to it. That leadership is simply the ability to lead and influence others in the right direction, just in a nutshell. And when we talk about women in leadership, we are simply saying that the ability to allow women to live in any field of endeavor at all, that they should be allowed to excel. Let it not be because they are women, then certain leadership position they will not be allowed to occupy, which is what has been happening in the whole world. So this is not just an African problem.
Right.
It's a problem everywhere in the world. For example, United States is over 200 years. Up till now, they have not been able to have a female president. Until recently, they were able to have a vice president. Let's hope that in the near future that will happen. But in countries where they are practicing legislative type of government, they have been able to have prime ministers that are women, and Britain is one of those. So allowing women to excel in any position of leadership, right. I see that as women in leadership.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Lois, as a woman, tell us, who is a woman? How would you describe a woman?
I am a woman.
Yes. Right. No, I said as a woman.
Yeah. A woman is this being that she's a female being that is created by God.
Definitely.
And prior to being called a woman, she was referred to as a girl child at one point. Then at some point she was also referred to as a female teenager. And at other various seasons, she was referred to as a young female adult before she was called the woman. So there are various women are into various categories. You have women of faith, women of love, leadership, women that have leadership qualities, and name it all. Thank you.
Okay. Taking a look at women's leadership in the house. Okay, that's as a woman, like she has said, a woman undergoes. It starts as a girl child. When a female is born, she's a girl child, and she undergoes different stages. As a child, as a baby, she becomes an adolescent, a teenager, a young adult, a young woman. She gets married, she's classified as a woman, and a mother eventually. So is it accurate to say that a woman is a natural born leader? Come on, I'll give that to you.
Thank you so much, and I'm glad to answer this. And without any bias, I'm going to say an emphatic yes.
Okay.
That a woman is a natural born leader. I say that with reasons. That every person born of a woman was first of all led by a woman.
True.
Irrespective of the position you now occupy, you must remember that the woman was first of all your mentor. She was first of all your leader. She taught you all that you knew when you were growing up.
Exactly. Okay.
Before eventually you started saying she's a woman, she's a woman. I really do not like seeing people looking at women with disdain, because whatever you become, it is because of the woman. So woman is naturally a born leader. And let me give you one example. You will notice that a lady who is 20 is not likely going to be able to marry a young man that is 20 of the same age.
Right.
When that happens, the maturity of the lady that is 20-year-old is always far and above that of the guy that is 20-year-old.
Okay.
So most times, a woman that is 20 should marry a 25, a 30-year-old. That is when they will be able to match each other in terms of maturity.
Why is
Their
that?
maturity is just very, very fast because of the leadership nature that is inbuilt in them.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Do you agree?
That is fantastic.
Right.
Yes, I totally agree with him.
Okay.
Now, in addition, fine, the man was born, was created by, created by God,
Yeah.
you know. But the woman has given birth to the man. So the woman had already mentored the man before, you know, he became a man.
Okay. I like that.
You know, and there's another point to this. When God created Adam, sorry for I'm a Christian,
No, go ahead.
the Bible. When God created Adam, God had already created a lot of things. Created light and so many other things before he created Adam. God made our time to create the woman. God was not in a hurry in creating the woman. And he caused Adam to fall asleep, very deep sleep, before, you know, a woman was taken out of Adam. So God settled down, created a woman, gave her different, you know, strength, different qualities, different ability. So that, in addition to what you said, that is why when a woman is getting married and she gets married to a man of her age, you know, there may be, you know, little issues.
Okay.
That is why the man is always older than the woman, so that they can match up.
You can say I'm eager. Let's digress a little bit on that. Why is that? Because even in this part of the world, you will agree with me that I had taken up this topic, I think sometime last week, you know, on this show, in another platform. Why is it that in Africa, rather the man is older than the woman? You brought it up, sir, so I think you should. Yes.
Thank you. Although the notion of...
Oh, sorry, the man older than the woman,
yes,
not the woman older than the man.
Although the notion of a man marrying a woman that is a little bit older, I mean, that he's a little bit older than her, is because, one, when it comes to family matters and marital matters, you just need to have an age. You need to be a little bit matured. You need to know a little bit more. You need to be a little bit stronger. You need to be able to be financially stable. To be able to marry a woman and have a family and care for her. So, most times, if all of these things mentioned are not there, and then the young man rush into marriage, there is always some challenges. I give an example in terms of maturity, that for me, what makes family, marriage stable is that maturity, the ability to be able to look at some things, overlook them, handle them well, and not fight. Because marriage, they say, is for men and not for boys.
Right.
So it is important that you are a little bit over and above your wife in times of so many things to be able to handle her. What usually happens in my own house is that all the questions that anybody don't know, it is daddy and husband that will answer.
You provide all the answers.
All the challenges that no one can handle, it is always daddy that will handle it.
Yes.
So if you don't have that level of leadership ability, that maturity, then you are going to be seen as a baby husband because you are not mature enough to be able to handle that. But in the society we live in, gradually that is being overtaken. Things are changing now. In fact, I officiated in a wedding that the woman was older than the man just recently. So that is gradually giving way. Although maturity is not in terms of age, really.
Right.
I know some people will take me up on that. It is not on terms of age,
Yes.
but it comes with age, really.
With
truly,
age.
truly. I know that there are people who are younger, but their maturity is just excellent and all that.
Right.
But you see, when age is at the forefront, that will mean that the experience he has gone through before settling down, those experiences of life will help him to know how to handle some things.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you are inexperienced, there are so many things that you're going to have challenges.
Yeah. Okay, Lois, there's a lot of clamoring for empowering the girl child, empowering the woman. So when we say empower the woman, what's the connection with empowering a woman and leadership?
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a woman who is not empowered cannot be determined to carry people along in a particular direction. Then you see a lot of women, in fact, we are clamoring for women leadership, but there are also a lot of women that are failing in leadership.
Yes, sure.
So a government, an organization, that wants to engage a woman in leadership position should be first, look at where, how that woman has been empowered, the level at which that woman has been empowered. Empowerment of a woman, of the girl child, starts from the home, from the
Right.
from parenting.
Yes.
So any girl child, who has missed that stage, may grow up to become, problematic in the society. So that empowerment is not really about acquiring some skills, but that building that confidence in the female child, and growing with it. So that is one of the best empowerment, the girl child, the woman, can have, that will enable her, to do well in leadership positions. Yeah.
Okay. In Africa, looking at the primordial ways, traditional culture of how the girl child is brought up, they teach qualities that, with limitations. You are a woman, you are a girl, you are supposed to be subdued, you are supposed to be under a man. Yes, when we talk empowerment, or rather, educating the girl child. We are not saying that the girl child should be educated or empowered to go and disrespect the man. Okay, we are just saying here that let there be a level ground for everybody. Okay, and do you think the way and manner children are being brought up, the girl child is being brought up, that they can go far in leadership? That's the primordial social cultural ways that are being taught to, when they are when they are being brought up.
Well, I was brought up by my parents, and they instilled this confidence in me that that is helping me to date. They are no more, but I'm doing well in my leadership, positions and all that, But fine, a woman, because the Bible has said, the man has some kind of authority over the woman. That one is established,
right?
But the woman shouldn't be discriminated. Let me give you an example. I have 2 daughters. There was a day my baby came home and said, "Mommy, this is what happened today." I said, "Oh, what is it?" But you have to give them these listening ears.
Right.
You have to be their friend. You have to be their helper. You have to be that, shield that they want to run into and they feel they are safe.
Be their teacher, yeah.
You have to be their teacher. If they go wrong, you have to teach them how to adjust and amend their ways.
Right.
If they make mistakes, you have to teach them. You don't have to come harsh at them. So she came home and said, "Oh, Mommy, this is what happened today." And I told the person, "Don't let me call my mommy for you." And that settles it. So you can see that it's about parenting. It's about what, how they have been built by their parents before they go into the society. A woman that is empowered at old age is quite different from a woman that is empowered earlier. So that is what I have to say, about the woman and leadership.
Okay, so Canon, do you agree with her?
Yeah, I want to start by looking at women empowerment. Then I will now add to all that I said.
Okay.
And my way of doing things is to split words to enable me understand better.
Right.
When we talk about empowerment, we are simply talking about the authority or the power to be able to carry out a certain task.
Yes.
And when we talk about women empowerment, it's simply giving the woman the authority, the power, the dexterity to wish to excel in her field of endeavor.
Right.
I see that as women empowerment. And sincerely speaking, in terms of creation, which Mrs. Lois have refers to, yeah, it is true that man was the one created first and then woman second. But that is not in any way saying that because woman is created second, then in everything she must be second.
Okay.
You understand? All of us, we have ability to lead in our own right. Different abilities in our own right.
Absolutely.
So, and any society that is denying a woman the ability to lead, that society is making a very big mistake, because there are some good qualities and characteristics that women have that men do not have.
Right.
Okay. Now talking about.
I'm glad this is coming from a man.
Of course, you didn't make a wrong choice by inviting me.
Right. I know, right?
We're talking about the way a girl child is brought up. Particularly in the society like ours, Nigeria and Africa at large, there is this thing that I don't like to hear. Sit down, you are a woman. Don't talk like that. Women don't talk like that. Don't do that. No. All those limitations and words that comes from us, parents, actually have a way of limiting.
And it will be
in fact,
in our head.
When they want to choose a course in the university, and then your girl child said, I want to be an engineer, you will hear, no, those courses is not, it's not for women.
It's for men.
And, it's for men and all that. My wife is an artist. She was an artist, and then she had a lot of challenge trying to do, because the course is considered as a masculine course. Now, so some of these things that is always said at home are the reasons why it brings so much limitation to a girl child. But you see, God that knows my conscience gave me my firstborn is a female.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She is 12 now.
Right.
And what we have been able to do, myself and my wife, is to ensure that she's able to know a lot of things, even at this age. And I will let you know that she can do a lot of things even where we're absent from the home. You just have to call her and say, prepare so. She's able to prepare ogbono soup, she's able to prepare egusi soup and all that, even though once in a while there is a mistake, which every woman do at some point.
So at that point,
we try to say that, look, do not allow anything to limit you. And I want to say to men out there that it is important that we pay attention to a girl child. And I noticed that they are the one that will take care of you even more at the old age.
Okay.
Because most of the times, by the time you are old, it is not the boy. It is not always the boy that takes care of parent. It is more about ladies. I'm saying this out of experience. Because as soon as I got married, my attention is towards ensuring that my family is okay, not even towards my parent. Until they call me to say, we have challenges, help us out, then I will send. But I am concentrating. But trust me, my wife always have a way of reaching her own people. So their caring nature, their ability to even save money. When I have money, honestly, trust me, not that I'm going to waste it, but when there is problem, I will save it. I will use the money to solve problems.
Right.
But my wife is able to say, this one is for a raining day. It cannot be used today.
Thank you.
You know, those kind of things.
Thank you very much.
So, truly, a girl child should be allowed to excel in whatever field of endeavor she wants to.
Okay.
So, I wanted to...
Okay, go ahead, quickly.
The girl child is so blessed.
Unique.
God created the girl child in a very, very special way.
Right, I agree.
The Bible says the man shall leave his mother and his father and cross over.
Click to his wife.
Click to his wife.
Right.
Fine. The woman will physically move to the husband's house.
Yes.
There is a scriptural backing. Because God knows that.
Right.
God has already given the woman the ability to even go beyond taking care of her parents and, taking care of the husband, the in-laws, the husband's people.
Okay, in other words, would you say that having Claremont so far, there's been a lot of advocacy on the girl child education? Would you say that the present day parents are learning away from the way parents themselves brought up the girl child? Would you say there's improvement in educating the girl child, and rather than suppress the usual suppressing them, talking them out of aiming high and having dreams, big dreams to achieve? Do you think it's better now?
Yes, I would say yes. I would say yes, because in recent times I meet with young ladies, young girls who have studied courses like engineering, architecture. Even my own relatives, they've also studied such courses. So I think parents of nowadays, these days, are doing
great.
Okay.
All right. Okay, just hold that thought. Okay, we are due for a short break actually. Hold that thought. When we come back, you will go on with it. So our viewers, just we'll be right back. We'll be taking a short break. Stay tuned. You're welcome back, our viewers. Thank you so very much for staying tuned. Okay, Canon, you had a thought you were going to share with us a while ago.
I was going to say that regarding the question you asked, I'm going to say yes and no to that question, whether parents are changing
Yeah, okay.
right now
Right.
in terms of allowing a girl child to do whatever she wants to do. Yes and no, because in the cities like this, like Abuja and so many other cities, where parents are now enlightened, they are educated, literate enough, and they know that the society is changing, we will say yes, that has changed. That is why we're able to see girl child studying any course, the courses that are considered masculine in nature, they now study them. I've seen several of them, even mechanical engineering, even painting, architecture, and all that. I've seen female engage in such. But it's still a far cry when you look back to suburban villages and all that. There is still this preconceived notion that certain things should not be done by a girl child. Okay, so programs like these, Pure Hearts, want to thank you for what you're doing, but a lot more need to be done so that those who don't have access to YouTube, those who don't have access to Facebook and television and radio should be empowered as well. So find a way of going to some of these villages and give a sensitization and a talk. In fact, some even will not want to allow a girl child to go to school. You know, we still have people like
up till now
in this generation who would tell you that school is for a girl child to go to school is a waste of resources.
Okay, let's just for the benefit of our viewers, this is the Family and Society Talk Show, an initiative of Pure Heart Foundation. Yes, so we do go to villages and communities.
Good. So you need to do more.
Yes, we do. Okay, for us to move forward now, and I know if I leave you, you have more to say.
I have more.
We need more women in leadership. We need more women to lead. We need more women to be leaders in this country. Why do we clamor so much for more women in leadership? Is it that their leadership skill is better than that of their male counterparts, Lois?
Well, this is another transition period for Nigeria.
Yes.
So I want to use this medium to call on women to come out and contest for various positions. I don't think, what limits you is inside of you. I don't think, I wouldn't blame the society much on those things that limit women from coming out for leadership positions. So the problem is within, among the women. So women should be bold enough to come out and, vying for different positions. Women should crave to be the heads of organizations. Women should work hard.
We have quite a number.
Yeah, we have quite a number.
Yeah.
The president of World Trade Organization is a Nigerian, is a woman.
Right.
So if she could get there, I believe I can get there. Every other woman out there can get there.
Right.
Yeah. So I do not blame the society much.
Okay. So you put the blame on women.
On women, yeah. Because we have this thing inside of us. Oh, if I come out now,
I won't get much support.
I won't get much support. I will be shut down. Come out first. If it doesn't work, come out again and again and again until you get there. So that is how.
So
I
you
see
feel
it.
that women still lack that boldness?
Yes,
And,
they do a lot. Yeah, they do.
Okay, Canon, do you agree with that? Well, the question is that we clamor a lot for more women in leadership, and is it that they have this skill that is, leadership qualities and skills that is better off than that of the men counterpart?
Okay, first of all, we clamor for women in leadership because for a long time women have been left behind. Not because of the problem of their own, or because of the society, and because of their creation. We can still look back at creation. They were created second after the man. And then it's been seen that women are the one that should always be second to a man. Okay, so that notion for a long time kept women in a second position.
Absolutely.
But gradually the notion, the idea is changing. The idea of creating a woman second is not because in leadership she should be second. Not at all. That is not the idea. That must be somebody that will be created first.
True.
You understand?
Right.
And it should have been woman. But God chose to say, let Adam come first before Eve. And that is what placed a man in a leadership position. But that is not entirely saying that everything that has to do with leadership must be a man. That is not the idea. And may I say that women, truly speaking, they have some exceptional skill, of which if society allow them, they will do very well in those fields of endeavors.
Right.
Truly speaking, women, when you allow women in leadership, they will be able to close the gap, this gender gap of leaving them behind all the time. The women have the ability to drive effective solution. That is, when there are problems, truly speaking, give a woman a chance and she will come up with a good solution. Women are empathetic. When something is happening, they try to put themselves in the shoe of the person that is having that challenge. And you will see them coming up with a solution. Women are better financial managers. Women are better mentors. Therefore, whatever a man is able to do, woman is able to do even better than a man.
Ooh.
If only opportunity is given to them.
If opportunities are given.
They have the brain. Whatever we can think, a woman can think. Even though they have some limitation in terms of strength and what have you, but I know that there are women that are even stronger now than men. So if women are given opportunity, trust me, they would excel very well. And we have seen so many of them excelling in their field of endeavor. So the idea of saying a girl child or a woman should not occupy a certain position is archaic.
Okay, thank you.
And it's barbaric.
Yes, I like that addition. It's actually barbaric. Okay, inspiring women in leadership face a lot of challenges from their male counterparts. What is it that the men are threatened, Lois?
Well, you know,
What, she
yeah,
excelled before.
on this, please forgive me. I hadn't put the blame on the society and the man, because the problem is inside the woman. Of course, the male counterpart is threatened by what the woman can do.
Why?
The woman has so much inside of her.
We agree. Why should the man be threatened?
A woman can handle 10 things at the same time.
So can a man?
No, a man is wired to handle one thing and succeed in it first.
Really?
Then before he will come back and okay, let me look at
something
this.
else.
But a woman can move with multitude of tasks. and succeeding in them. So you know, it's a natural thing. It's like something that connects. You know, you hardly see them say it. No man will say, "Oh, I am threatened by a woman," but they are actually threatened by, you know, what the woman.
In your opinion.
In my opinion.
Okay.
So it's left for the woman now to know where she is going to.
Okay.
I'm a vivid example of these issues we are talking about. Just like a woman will get married after secondary school, she's determined to go to school, genuinely, to assist the husband and the entire family. But the man may be okay with it, but the in-laws, they just minister to the man, whisper to him, "Oh, if you allow her to go to school," even common NCE, some women are being denied of having those degrees.
So are you, in other words, are you saying that the man does not have a mind of his own? He listens. It's not all men that listen to the family
no, I have seen,
to take decisions
don't get
on
me
what
wrong.
their lives.
I have seen men who have supported their wives' education.
Like my husband.
I have seen exactly.
Right.
I have seen society, you know, that have supported women in leadership positions. You know, but no, there is this thing about a woman, because the woman is special in the society. Why are they threatened? Okay, look at where, I'm sorry to say, we are in the society today. Because the woman is not being carried along to assist in handling those, you know, issues. The women are being pushed behind as
they belong to
exactly to the other room. They are relegated to the other room, to the kitchen, to take care of the children. If a woman can crave,
yes, that's the traditional role of the woman, the kitchen and the children and the family and the home.
If a woman can be determined,
but it doesn't stop her from being
exactly.
a leader.
If a woman can be determined to succeed in her family, she can do a lot of things for the society. So the society should actually also, you know, give the woman the opportunity.
No, we are not saying society. We are talking the men.
Yeah, when you talk about the men, who are the men? They are the ones who occupy, you know, various positions.
Okay, kind of from your body language. Yes, I put it to you. Do you think the men are threatened? Men are threatened by the women, as far as leadership is concerned. That's why they don't get the backing and the support that they ought to give to the women.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, there are men that are threatened by the achievement of a woman. When a woman excels so well, so men tend to be afraid and feel threatened.
Why?
Why is a woman excelling more than me? Some men, but not people like me.
I think that also has to do with the way that man was brought up.
Of course.
Okay, like you are the head, you are the head. They keep
so
nailing you are the head on his head.
Exactly.
You know,
I told my wife one day, I said, look, whatever you want to do to succeed in the society, I will give you all the backing.
Right.
If you buy a very good car, I will use it because it belongs to me by extension.
Exactly.
Whatever you are able to achieve, you are still my wife.
True.
So it does not stop anything. Please, whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it.
That's a good one.
So I don't feel threatened that the woman is doing very well educationally, in business, and what I feel. Although some women, when they are doing well, then they tend to, like, they don't need men around them and all that. So these are some women. These are some of the reasons why some men will feel that women should not be given the opportunity because of their excesses. And then the issue of inferiority complex usually set in. And that is why
from
men.
Okay.
Men will always, feel that if you give her this opportunity, she will overtake you and all that, and they will always want. That is something.
Probably also because of the experience they've seen from another family.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Some of those experiences. But then, may I say that a woman cannot be threatened by a man if she determines to excel. Right. The only trait a woman will have is another woman, not even a man. I'll give
Send
you.
it to-
I'll give you
I'm
two
coming there.
examples.
Okay.
I'll give you two examples.
Okay.
One, when Sarah Jibrin, I don't know if you
Yes,
remember this
I
name,
do.
contested
I do.
for presidency.
Yes.
And then during the primaries, trust me, there were women delegates all over the place.
Yes.
But this woman got only one vote.
Yes. And
Because
that was-
even the
yeah.
women themselves
They didn't vote.
could not give her any opportunity to succeed. So they did not vote for her. Another thing happened in our diocese, Abuja. There was this plan to ordain women because the Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion is here to start ordaining women to wear collar like this.
Okay.
They can do other things, but they have not been able to
Okay.
ordain them.
Okay.
So they wanted to put it to a vote so that Synod can pass a resolution to say, okay, women can now be ordained and then they can serve in parish like the Catholic Church is doing with Reverend Sisters, even though they don't become parish priests eventually. So women voted against themselves. Those of us that voted that women should be ordained were all men. Women say no, that you cannot give a woman opportunity. How can a woman be a parish priest and all that?
Why
so
can't a woman
refused
be a parish priest when she can serve God?
that when she is transferred, her husband need to follow her and all that, and that is not what a man is called for, to be called following his wife around.
Okay, that brings
So women are actually the trade of themselves.
brings me to my next question. Why do, Lois, I'm asking you because the canon has already started talking about it. He has started answering the question before I asked it. Why is it difficult for women to support women? Why?
Whether they are also threatened by themselves. That is
I guess so.
So
You're right.
People at times people
You're
say
right.
it's envy. People say it's jealousy.
But the envy, the jealousy is it's increasing on a daily basis.
Men does support men, right?
Of course.
If men support men, there's jealousy and envy amongst men,
Of course.
right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Why is it that it's something else entirely for the women? Why do they take it to another level of
And,
not
and
supporting?
something came to my mind. Sorry,
Oh, it's okay,
Mrs.
sir.
Lois.
It's okay.
Something came to my mind that the population, the statistics shows that women are more in number than men.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can verify after now.
Mm,
Women are more in number than men.
mm.
Which is to say that if women are determined to occupy certain position of leadership,
Exactly.
suppose a governorship of a certain state, if all women say women will only vote for women, I'm telling you that a woman will emerge a governor of
Right.
a state
I agree.
because they have the number.
I would agree.
You understand? Men die early. Yes,
Really?
now,
I
men die more and they die early.
Wow. is
So
that-
I'm giving you a clue of what to do to emerge governor,
That's a
chairman,
topic for another
and
day.
what have you. Because a lot of women are not able to do that. They say, no, if you give a woman opportunity, or no, this, that, and then they kill the idea. Until the women rise up and decide to support themselves, they won't be in a position of leader
Right.
because men won't fold their hands and say, woman, come and take over. Now, there is something with power. Power is not given, power is taken.
Taking.
Until the women decide to take the power, it cannot be given to them.
Thank you.
But are we ready to take it?
At this point, our viewers, I'm going to go on another short break. When we come back, we shall be discussing possible solutions to these challenges that women face in leadership. Stay tuned. You're welcome back, viewers, and thank you so very much for being there. My name is Elizabeth Samsedi. Moving on, we're going to be looking at possible solutions right now. Lois, I'll start with you. How can women promote and support leadership alongside the barriers and the bias that they face?
Now, first of all, I want talk about parents to do their best to endeavor to bring up their female children in the right direction, to be able to, face and, surmount all those challenges they may face in the future.
Teach them leadership qualities
Teach them
early.
leadership qualities early, to be able to stand, the societal
Right.
challenges. And the girl child that is already grown up, I want to advise them to try and go to school and learn a skill, that can carry them through and crave for leadership positions.
Okay, Canon, quickly.
Yeah. It is true that society has placed a lot of limitation on a woman, but gradually those limitations placed is changing, because we can attest to the fact that women have occupied various positions in the church, in the society, in the world generally.
Yeah.
Women are occupying those positions and they're doing well.
Yes.
Therefore, women must be determined within their folk. They must be determined to lead. And I'm
Right.
sure that sky will not even be their limit.
Be their stepping stone.
So
like
they
they
must
say.
they must be confident. However, they must cut their excesses, because part of the reason society or men have decided to place limitation on a woman is because, trust me, when she occupies a position, there are some certain things that men cannot take from a woman, and so they are afraid to allow women. So we must change the narrative that no child, all my children, I see them equal, either male or female, and all opportunity that must be given to them must be given to them to excel in whatever field of endeavor. It is barbaric and archaic and irrational to think that only a girl child, a boy child should allow to go to school and then the women should stay at home. It's wrong. It is unacceptable. All of them are human beings and they can do well if given the right support. Right now, the Prime Minister of Britain is a woman. She's Elizabeth, by the way.
Right.
and doing well.
Yes.
You understand? And we can mention so many others doing well. So there is nothing wrong with it. Let's allow women to excel.
Okay, so what are the most possessed qualities and characteristics that a woman, a potential female leader, should possess?
I think first, love, because love conquers, all things. A woman should be able to love and have empathy, and she should be able to have these qualities of, carrying people along, no matter what, regardless of what, how people are, who may be under her. So a woman, a potential leader, should have that quality. A potential, female leader should know that she is not the best. She is not, the best among others. She should know that others she's trying to carry along, may not also be perfect.
Right.
So with that, I think a woman is good to do.
All right. Can I know your opinion in 30 seconds? on
Yes,
that?
in 30 seconds, a woman should be humble. Any woman that has
In whatever position she may find herself.
Yes. Her male counterpart must see her as a woman that is humble, considerate, and she's tolerant. When that happens, then she will excel. Even male folk will support her even the more. But when they don't see that humility in her, men will not want to see women on top of position and then pressing them down. After all, she's a woman. Why is she doing this to us? When that humility is there, she will have all the support she needs.
Yeah.
That is to add to all that Mrs. Lois has said.
Yes.
Humility, very, very important because of what the society
Thank you.
is.
Thank you so very much. Yeah, it's a good place to leave today's topic. We want to thank you, viewers, for being there. Thank you for giving us your time and your space to have listened to being a part of our topic of discussion today. I want to thank Reverend Canon Smart Simon, the broadcast journalist, and the chaplain of NTA Chapel of the Resurrection or Chapel of Resurrection
Yes.
at NTA headquarters,
Yes.
area 11 Gariki, Abuja. Thank you so very much. And Ms. Lois Ose Adams, I want to say a big thank you. Lois is the founder of Udowose Foundation and the lead author of Stars and Styles Communication. My name is Elizabeth Samsedi. Please remember to follow us on all our social media handles that are written on the screen at Pure Hearts Family. We shall be here again next time to bring you another very interesting topic. Till then, goodbye for now.